Just a quick question, Liverpool fans. Has anyone seen Mane? Has anyone seen Salah? Has anyone seen Wijnaldum? Or, other players in the team? Because they're all fucking missing. Where are they, man? What's going on, Liverpool fans? Back with another video to talk about the bloody disaster that was Red Star Belgrade. The 2-0 defeat that we had in Belgrade in the Champions League. Now, prior to this match, I was saying in my previous video that if we have any ambitions of going further in the Champions League, we need to be getting 6 points from this team, from Red Star Belgrade. And in fact, we beat them 4-0 at Anfield, only a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But whatever happened on Wednesday, it just seemed like a bloody disaster. On Tuesday, it seemed like a bloody disaster. From the first whistle, we just didn't look like we were prepared for the match. We thought that we were just going to turn up and win the game. It doesn't work like that, Liverpool, man. It doesn't work like that. You need to deserve to win the game. You need to put in an effort. You need to do the hard work, even against these kind of teams in the Champions League, man. How many times are we going to lose to these kind of teams? Please, Liverpool. It's bad enough that we do it in the league every year. We lose to the fucking mid-table or the lower in the league teams. And we've done the same in the Champions League. Look at United. United have just beaten fucking Juventus, man. They're one of the favourites to win the Champions League. Juventus in Italy. A shit team like Man United who they're languishing in 7th position in the league. They're 7 points behind us. And they've gone to Italy and won against Juventus. And we can't even beat Red Star Belgrade. Of course, it's only one game. I know it's one game. But you can't be losing to these teams, man, Liverpool. You can't be losing to these teams. And you think that you're going to do anything. Some of our fans are so deluded. And they're so out of this world. Their mind is somewhere else. Their brain is somewhere else. Look at the way we play, man. We don't have any players in midfield that can get the ball and go forwards. We don't have any creators. We don't have any players that actually believe in their ability in the middle of the pitch, that can actually get the ball, make runs, take shots at goal, or I don't know, make surging runs into the opposition part of the pitch, and lay it off for the strikers, for Mane, for Salah, for Firmino. But Salah just looks like a bloody pub team player. He really does. I don't know what's going on with this man. What's happened to Salah? There's something wrong with him. Is he cursed? Is there some kind of, hoodoo on him or something? Some kind of curse? What's going on with this man? He doesn't look like he wants to play for Liverpool anymore. Firmino the same. Firmino just looks like his mind is somewhere else. His head is elsewhere. He can't be bothered anymore. The only player that I feel is trying is Mane, and even he tends to lose the ball a lot of times in the opposition part of the pitch. So, for me, there's something fundamentally wrong at Liverpool at the moment. I might be going over the top. We're doing well in the league, and we're not too bad. We're not doing too badly in the Champions League, apart from this defeat. But come on, man, the performances have been fucking dire. Some of the performances in the league matches and the Champions League away from home, Napoli and now Red Star Belgrade, have been dire, disastrous performances from Liverpool, man. This is Red Star Belgrade. It's not even a good team. This team has got pedigree. They won the tournament, I think 30 years ago or something like that, in 1990. So many years ago. And since then, they haven't even been in the Champions League. The new format of the European Cup, they haven't even qualified for it. And to think that they've now beaten Liverpool, it's ridiculous, man. A team that is playing a bunch of farmers. I don't want to be disrespectful, but this team is not a good team, man. Red Star Belgrade. You will see that they won't even get out of the group. I guarantee you that they won't get out of the group. And they've just beaten us because we allowed them to beat us. We didn't turn up. That's why they beat us. If we had actually played properly and been a bit more smarter, been a bit more organised in midfield, and our front players had been a bit more lethal, especially Sturridge, man. You know, we say all these things about Sturridge. We think that he's getting back to good, you know, fitness, and he's getting back to his old best, his finishing ability, and then all of a sudden he misses the ball in the fucking penalty area. In front of the goal, he puts it over the bar, man. Sturridge, you know, he's supposed to be a lethal goal scorer. What is going on, Sturridge, man? You want to get into the team, and this is how you play. Come on, man. You know, you're taking the piss as well. Nah, I'm sorry, but Klopp is losing my enthusiasm for Liverpool. He really is. I mean, there's a lot of people that were telling me that we shouldn't, you know, criticise him. We shouldn't be putting him under pressure. But what's going to happen? All this money spent in the summer again, and if we don't win anything, so what's the point anymore with carrying on with Jurgen Klopp? You tell me. Some fans that we have. What is the point in carrying on with Jurgen Klopp anymore in this team? He's not going to win anything, man. Liverpool are not going to win anything. We can't win anything. If we play like this, we're not going to finish anywhere. In the league, we're going to finish in the top 4 at the most. And in Europe, we're going to be knocked out. Probably in the group stages. And then we'll have to play in that fucking bollocks that is the Europa League. That rubbish. I don't want to take part in that. Imagine playing in the Europa League so many matches. You're going to have injuries all over the place. Suspensions, injuries, you know, fatigue. Players are going to be knackered by the time they play in the league matches. You know, we saw what happened in the 15-16 season when we played it. We got to the final, but in the league we were all over the place. We were inconsistent. Not able to win matches because we were knackered. Because of the amount of games we had to play in the Europa League, we were knackered for the league games. And we weren't able to get on a good run in the league. And we ended up finishing, I think, 8th in the 15-16 season. Klopp, he doesn't know how to play the team, man. His tactics are not good enough this season. And for some reason, he seems to have gotten rid of the high press. You know, the energy football that we were playing. We could have blown a lot of teams away, especially teams like Red Star Belgrade. You know, this is the perfect opportunity, man, to unleash the forward players, to score as many goals as you can, to get the confidence back in the team. Why do you keep changing the team, Jurgen, man? Why? Rotation, we don't need to rotate, man. You're playing Fulham at the weekends. Fulham, they're at the bottom of the fucking league, man. This is a game that we had to win, Red Star Belgrade, so that we can make it through the Champions League group. All we need from the last 2 games would have been a draw. Now, potentially, we need to get 4 points or even 6 points. Because if we don't win in France, then we leave it till the last match. You know, and that's not going to be easy against Napoli. They beat us in Italy. They're capable of beating us at Anfield as well. I'm telling you, they've got good players. They're a good team. As they showed when they came back from 1-0 down against Paris Saint-Germain and got it back to 1-1. They're a good team at home. Even away from home, they're a good team, Napoli. Paris Saint-Germain in France is going to be a nightmare because we'll be facing the likes of Neymar, Mbappe, and probably Cavani. And with the way we played the other day against Red Star Belgrade, they're going to pummel us. They're going to put us to the sword, I'm telling you, Paris Saint-Germain. We better be ready for that game in 3 weeks' time. Otherwise, it's goodbye. Goodbye to the Champions League. And hello to the bollocks that is the Europa League. The rubbish. My God, Liverpool, man. Why do every season we do the same thing, man? It's such a good start to the season. All we have to do is carry on. We've gotten through the hard games, and now we start to lose to the shit teams again. You know, what is the matter with this club anymore, man? I don't know. Are we cursed? Is there some kind of bad luck with us? Because that's what it feels like, you know. We don't seem to move on from our mistakes, man. We don't seem to rectify anything. Every season we make the same mistakes. We lose to these shit teams in Europe or in the Premier League. What is the point anymore, man, with Liverpool? City are on fucking fire. They're winning everything. 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, you know, in Europe, in the league. They beat Southampton 6-1, and they've just gone and dismantled Shakhtar Donetsk 6-0 again yesterday. You know, who cares about the penalty that Raheem Sterling got? It doesn't matter. Even if they didn't get that penalty, they still would have won the game. They're so good, you know, going forwards. They're so lethal. They can cut teams apart within minutes, within seconds. And look at us, we can't put two fucking passes together. Wijnaldum and what's his name? Wijnaldum and Milner look like a bunch of amateurs in the midfield that they've never played together before, man. These are supposed to be professional footballers, and they can't get up for European games, man. In Champions League, they're not good enough. Wijnaldum is not good enough to be in this team. I don't understand this thing with Shaqiri as well. All right, so he made the double eagled, what do you call it, symbol to the Serbian fans, and this and that. UEFA and the Serbian FA should be able to protect our players. If they're not able to protect the player, then they should not be in the Champions League. They don't deserve to be in the Champions League. It's as simple as that. Klopp and Liverpool Football Club should have said that to UEFA. You guarantee the safety of our players, or we don't travel. We don't go to Serbia. Why do you leave him at home? What happened now, eh? You didn't have anyone to bring off the bench. And we're fucking playing Lallana. Lallana is a lost cause, man. He's finished, Lallana. He can't do anything anymore. He can't run. He's turned into Sturridge. Sturridge is faster than Lallana now. Can you believe that? Sturridge, who is he was virtually crippled because of all the injuries he had. He didn't have any pace left. Lallana is even worse than Sturridge now. He's in even worse a situation. What is going to happen with us, man? I'm starting to worry. I really am. I might be going over the top. You might think that I'm acting, or I'm taking it to the extreme, but I'm worried, man. I'm really worried about Liverpool because we don't look like we're playing good at all. We're looking like before Rodgers left, in the 15-16 season. We're looking like that at the moment. We don't have any ideas. We don't have any pace. We can't string 2 or 3 passes together. We don't have any creativity. What's going on? With all the players that we have at our disposal, we should be doing better. But there's something wrong at the club. I mean, some fans are saying it's to do with Zeljko Buvac leaving the club because he was Klopp's main man next to Klopp, helping him with the tactics, with the running of the team. But now Klopp, he doesn't know what he's doing, man. The substitutions that he makes, the players that he puts into the team for a Champions League game, man. You can't be playing Lallana, for God's sake, in a Champions League game, Jurgen. Doesn't matter who the opposition is. You can't play Lallana, man. Why do you use him in this game? There's no point. A man that is not even fit, he's not even ready for the team, and you've put him into the Champions League game. And what happened in the end? We lost to fucking Red Star. What is going on with this club, man? Every season I tell myself I'm not going to get wound up. I'm not going to, go over the top. But what do you expect of us anymore, Liverpool fans? What do they expect of us? Shall we just give up now, not support the team anymore? Every time that we have a chance to win something, every time that we have a chance to go further in competitions, we always muck it up. We always cause problems to ourselves. Why, man? Why can't we just get over the line for once in our lives? Why? It's just ridiculous, man. A team like Liverpool Football Club, the history, the passion that we had all these years, and the trophies that we've won, the titles that we've won, it's all going to waste because we're going to be a forgotten club. At the end of the day, I've said it in one of my previous videos, we're going to be forgotten, man. No one's going to even remember Liverpool. We're going to be like a Nottingham Forest, Coventry City, and all the other teams that have gone down, Leeds United, and this and that, What is the point anymore of even having any enthusiasm for the league? Having any enthusiasm for the rest of the season? I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. At the moment, it's very dark. It's very, how do you say? It's looking very bad. There's nothing that can give us any confidence that we're going to get better because Salah has decided to go missing, along with Firmino, and the midfield is so weak. It's weaker than a bloody old age pensioner. Our midfield. We can't string 2 passes together. We can't make runs into the fucking opposition part of the pitch. We can't set chances up for our front players. Who actually sits there and tells Klopp, Or does Klopp actually think that this midfield is good enough to carry on? That's even worse. That means that Klopp has lost it. He's lost the plot. He really has. If he trusts players like Lallana and Wijnaldum in the midfield to play against European opposition in the Champions League, then I'm sorry, but there's something majorly wrong. There really is. Anyway, as I said in one of my other videos, this is the last chance saloon for Jurgen Klopp. I'm not even going over the top now. This is his last chance this season. This is his 4th season in charge of Liverpool. If he doesn't win anything, then it's goodbye. Curtains for Jurgen Klopp. See you later, my friend, because we can't carry on with him as a manager anymore, man. This is a man that's supposed to become, he's supposed to make Liverpool great again. And he done it at the beginning of the season, the players that we brought in. So why are we not using them? You've got Fabinho and Keita on the bench, and you don't even bother to put them onto the pitch, man. Why? Why did you bring them to fucking Belgrade then? There was no point. You should have left them in England. God's sake, man. And you're relying on that numpty that is Wijnaldum. He can't make a fucking pass to save his life. He can't tackle players. The man ran in front of him, had a little dance around him, and then took a shot into the top corner. And he just stands there like a lemon and allows the man to get away from him. Bring him down. If you're going to take the yellow card, take the yellow cards. Do something, man. Tackle him. Push him over. Don't just stand there and allow him to score a goal. You're a midfielder, but you need to do your defensive duties as well. This is what Gerrard would have done. This is what, players of past would have done. Souness or McMahon or, all the other players we had in midfield. Paul Ince even. Ince was the governor, man. He was the boss. Some of our fans don't like Ince, but I did. I love the passion that he had for the game. I love the way that he played football, Ince, because the man wanted to win. He wants to win every tackle. He wants to win every game. This is the kind of people that we need in midfield. These kind of players. And you're playing fucking Wijnaldum, man. It's like a joke, Jurgen Klopp, man. Anyway, as I said before, this is your last chance, Klopp. You either win something this season. I don't care what other people say in the fan base. I don't give two shits what they say. I'm speaking my opinion now. People that know me will listen to my opinion. They will give it, they will analyse it and they will say whether it's right or wrong. I listen to them. I don't listen to others. People that don't know nothing about football. For me, this manager, he needs to win something. Either the FA Cup, the Champions League, or the Premier League. And if he doesn't do that, then he should be gone in May. Just get rid of him. Get rid of him and bring Steven Gerrard into the team now as manager for next season. Because Gerrard is the true legend of Liverpool Football Club. As a player, as a coach, as a manager, he can do it. He'll do it again. He'll make us great, I'm telling you. Because the man has belief. He has passion. He knows how to play the game. But Klopp, I don't know what he does, man. He had a great start to the season, and all of a sudden now, because he keeps chopping and changing the team every week, there's no continuity. There's no consistency in the team. You keep changing the defenders, you keep changing the midfielders, and you keep leaving out of form players up front. Why don't you put bloody, Shaqiri there? Or put somebody else up front, man, who can do a job. You just sit there and watch it. And what happens in the end? We lose the game or we draw the game. It's been coming. This result has been coming for a few weeks now. We haven't played well. We played terribly against Huddersfield. Managed to scrape the game 1-0. And then we beat, Red Star in the Champions League, I think, 4-0. That was a comfortable game. We played well in that game, but the opposition was weak. Red Star Belgrade. Then we went to the Emirates, of course, to play Arsenal. And it ended up 1-1. We should have won the game again, but we were under the cosh. It's not as if we played outstanding football in the second half. Arsenal deserved the point, They could have even beaten us because they had chances. We had chances, but we're not taking our chances as well. That's another problem. Look at who scored the goal in the Arsenal game. Milner, man. Where's Salah? Where's Mane? Firmino? They're nowhere. Nowhere to be seen. They're not on form, is what I'm trying to say. They're not on form. There's something fundamentally wrong. Something's happening in the team. Are they angry at something? Is there some kind of contract problems going on? What's going on, man? Have they lost belief in Klopp's tactics? Something dodgy is going on, because last season they were on fire. You know, Salah, Firmino and Mane were the most lethal strike force in the whole of Europe, in the world. Scored so many goals, and this year they look like a bunch of amateurs. They look like they've never played together before. Firmino, the man who could hold the ball up, but I said this, and some Liverpool fans actually slated me. They actually laughed at me because I suggested that Firmino is not an out-and-out goal scorer. What's going on now then, eh? How many goals has he scored this season, Firmino? How many goals has he assisted this season? Because he scored the goal against Paris Saint-Germain, you're all in love with Firmino. He's not an out-and-out goal scorer, man. You need a predator, a player that can score goals in the area, a poacher, you know, Owen, a Fowler, you know, Torres, Suarez, this kind of player. But we don't address the problems. That's the whole thing I'm saying. Klopp just thinks that because they had one good season, we just keep it the same, and we play a different kind of football. For some reason, he's decided to change the system of the team, the way we play, and the high press. You know, the counter pressing football is gone, or we're just relying on just keeping a clean sheet, and then if we can nick a goal, we win the game. We don't want to play like this, man. Unleash the players, Jurgen Klopp. Just unleash them. Let them destroy teams like they were last season, man. Have tactics like this so we can actually win games. We can actually start, you know, go into the top of the league. It's a perfect opportunity this weekend. We need to be putting 3 or 4 past Fulham and staying right next to Manchester City, because United have just beaten Juventus. It's the perfect place, the perfect time for them to play Man City. Man City are on form as well, but they've played weaker teams. Now, if United can go there and get a draw or win the game, and Liverpool beat Fulham, we go to the top of the league. But we need to be on our game, because Fulham, from what I've heard, they're going to get rid of the manager, Jokanovic. So they're going to be up for this game, I'm telling you. Even though they're doing terribly in the league, they're going to be up for the Liverpool game. They're not going to want to lose it, you know, and they're going to do everything to try and get something from the game. So we need to be ready from the first whistle to win the game. Do not even mess around, Liverpool. Do not even, you know, play half-hearted football. We pay your money. Liverpool Football Club pays your money. You need to deserve the money, man. You need to deserve your wages as players. They're tired and this and that and bollocks. What tired, man? Why are the other teams not tired and you're tired? What's going on? What are you in the disco or something? You're after the nightlife. What do you mean you're tired? We're only 12 games into the season. How can you be tired already? It's nothing to do with tiredness. It's just a lack of confidence. And the tactics are wrong by Klopp. This is why we're losing points. We've already exited the bloody League Cup. We don't have anything left. All we've got now is the Premier League and the FA Cup, because the Champions League is looking dodgy. If we don't get 4 points from the last 2 games against PSG and Napoli, that's the end. We're out of that competition. We're probably going to fall into the Europa League again. I don't care about that competition, man. Just play the bloody youngsters in that competition. We don't care. As long as we do well in the league. If we can win the league title, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. The Europa League and this and that. The league is the bread and butter. And we haven't won this for 28 years, the league title. You know, somebody needs to make Jurgen Klopp aware of this now. The amount of times I've seen videos and I've seen articles saying that we're developing and we're progressing, you're talking bollocks, man. Honestly, I don't want to be disrespectful, but these people are talking bollocks. Liverpool Football Club should be aiming to win the league title every season. Every season. We should be having that expectation. We should be striving to do it, to win the title. And you're talking about finishing in the top 4 again. You're talking about slowly progressing, step by step. This is all rubbish, man. Some of these articles that are written by journalists and writers and this and that. What do you think about when you write these articles? You must be off your heads, because you don't know anything about Liverpool, man. You don't know anything about the tradition of this club, the success of this club in the past. We need to get that back again because time is going by and we're not winning anything. I've said it so many times in my old videos. It doesn't matter who the bloody manager is. It could be the bloody caretaker. Could be the man sweeping the street. It doesn't matter. As long as he's tactically aware and he knows how to play the team. And then we win games with this squad. If Klopp is not able to win anything with this squad of players, then he's never going to win anything at Liverpool, man. He's never going to win anything because he hasn't won anything as well. We've got to finals, they say. Yeah, you've got to finals, but what have you won? How many trophies have you won? None. 0. Man United have won 3 trophies with Mourinho, man. Even Arsenal have won FA Cups with Wenger. And Wenger was getting smashed all over the place by the journalists. By his own fans, by Arsenal fans. But at least he brought in silverware. Man City are winning everything. They're winning the league title. They're winning other trophies. Chelsea have one bad season and then they bounce back straight away because they're winners. They want to win things. They have the mentality. They have the quality in their team. The managers that come into Chelsea know that they have to do well to keep their job. But with us, with Liverpool, we've gotten used to this mediocre bollocks and sub-average performances and finishing 4th or 5th. This is not good enough anymore for Liverpool, man. Jurgen Klopp needs to be made aware of this as the manager. I'm sure he's aware. I'm sure that he knows. But he needs to do something. He needs to make his tactics perfect, spot on. Because he's got the quality there in the team. Alright, we're still missing in midfield maybe, a couple of players. But apart from that, we've got a good enough squad to be winning things now. There's no excuses now anymore. He needs to win the FA Cup, I'm telling you. With this squad, with this team, he needs to be winning that trophy. He needs to put priority on winning that trophy. Because if we fall away in the league, then that's it. That's all we've got left to win. We're not going to win the Champions League. Not playing like this, you know. With Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, all the other teams, they're playing brilliantly. Not brilliantly, but they're winners. They're gonna get there again to the knockout stages. And when we come up against them, the performance that I saw against Red Star, we can't even beat, the shitty teams in Europe, let alone the top teams. We beat Paris Saint-Germain, but I don't know what happened on that day. We were like a team possessed, and Neymar and Mbappe didn't turn up. That's why we won that game at the beginning of the season. But now, if we play them now at this precise moment in time, we won't beat any of them. We're not good enough to beat any of them. So it's down to Klopp again, as I said before. He needs to demand from his players better performances, and he needs to make his tactics good so that we can get over the line, man. Fulham is the perfect opportunity now. We're fortunate that we're playing Fulham and not another team, a big team. Make sure that you go out there on Sunday and you wallop them. This is a team in crisis. They're at the bottom of the league. We should be putting them to the sword. But with Liverpool, you're always frightened. Another Swansea. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I'm praying to God. Another Swansea could occur, losing to the bottom team in the league again. That's a bloody nightmare for Liverpool. But you wouldn't put it past them because we've done it in the past. And with the lack of confidence and morale in the team that I've seen at the moment, then anything's possible. If we don't get an early goal against Fulham, it could be a very long afternoon for Liverpool again. Against a team that is fighting for their lives. They're at the bottom of the league, and their manager is on the cusp of losing his job. He's probably a couple of matches away from losing his job if he doesn't get the results. Jokanovic, and so there's no excuses at Anfield. I want to see a 5-star performance from Liverpool, a 3 or 4 goal victory and a 5-star performance. If you can't play well against Fulham, then that means that the team has lost all cohesion. It's lost all confidence in itself. And we're only going to go backwards from here, because if we can't play well against the bottom teams, the mid-table teams, then it's finished. The season is over. We had such a good start to the season, such high hopes for the season, and it's all going to go to waste again. Anyway, I personally, as Ahmet Gosa, a fan of 30 years, I've been supporting Liverpool Football Club 30 years. I live in London, but this is my team. I've always supported Liverpool. I know everything about football. I know everything about Liverpool Football Club. The players that played for our club, the trophies that we've won, the league championships we've won, the kind of traditions that this club has, and how successful it was. I know all these things. I've researched, I've read, I've looked at videos, I've done everything regarding Liverpool Football Club in my lifetime, you know. And to see us in these positions, instead of becoming better, we always seem to press the self-destruct button and go backwards again. I don't know what it is. Is there something wrong with the management of the club? Is there something wrong with the staff of the club? Because there seems to be some kind of unluckiness with Liverpool, man. Just when we think we're going to have a great season this year, we're starting to lose to shit teams again. Red Star Belgrade, we lost to Napoli away from home. That was a good team. And we've had some lucky victories in the league. We haven't played brilliantly, you know. We've won the games. We've gotten over the line. But if you look at the truth of the matter, we haven't played well as a team. We've not played consistently for the 90 minutes of the game, you know, as we were last season, as we were the season before that, you know, and it's just very disappointing. And so for me, if Klopp doesn't do anything this season until May, then it's the end of the line. It's goodbye to Jurgen Klopp. I'm sorry. There might be fans out there who love him and adore him and want him to be here for 10 years. That's not going to happen anyway. No manager's going to stay with you for 10 years, you know. Not in this day and age in football anyway. And yeah, it falls down to the management of Liverpool to go out and get a manager like Gerrard. Gerrard is a legend of the club, and we need to bring him in. I don't care about Rangers. Put the money there and take him away from Rangers. Get him in as manager. Now is the perfect time. If he has a good season with Rangers, which he is at the moment, this is the perfect time to bring him in as the manager of Liverpool. He's still young. He's still got the enthusiasm for the game. He's got the passion. He wants to make Liverpool the winners again of the Premier League, of other trophies. But Klopp, I mean, some of the press conferences I see of Klopp, he just doesn't seem to... It doesn't seem to worry him that Liverpool are in this situation. He seems to be, to me, he seems to be losing enthusiasm for Liverpool. He really does, because he's probably got used to it now. You know, we get to a certain point in the season and then we start to fall away. We start to crumble. So he's probably thought to himself, I don't care anymore. You know, I'm receiving the money, I'm getting the wages, and I'll do my best. But apart from that, I can't do anything else, you know. And at the end of the day, 4 years of not winning anything doesn't deserve to carry on, in my opinion. He doesn't deserve to be, you know, carrying on as manager of Liverpool. Liverpool Football Club have to become winners. We have to demand to win things. This is what we've been, you know, what we've been built up to be, Liverpool Football Club. We've always been winners. We've always been challenging for the major trophies in England and in Europe. And to see us, you know, losing to these kind of sub-average rubbish teams that will not get anywhere in Europe. You know, Red Star Belgrade will be eliminated from the Champions League. They'll be gone. And this defeat will just be a dent in our armour. You know, this will be a dent in our aspiration to win anything. And we've become a banter club. People are laughing at us, especially last night, you know, because United turned the match around against Juventus. You know, maybe they didn't deserve to win it, but they had the passion. They wanted to go until the end. And Mourinho pulled off a masterclass. He really did. You know, I despise of him. I don't like him as a manager or Manchester United. I hate them as a club. But you have to speak the truth, man. You know, if they're able to do it with that team, then Liverpool should be brushing teams away in the Champions League with the quality we've got. But Klopp doesn't use the quality. He's got Fabinho, he's got Shaqiri, he's got Keita back in the squad, and he doesn't use them. So what's the point anymore, man, Jurgen? You keep telling us that Henderson is a good player, you keep telling us that Wijnaldum is a good player, and you keep playing bloody Lallana and Matip. Matip is no good, man. What is he doing in the defence? Klavan is better than Matip. Ragnar Klavan, who we had last year, is better than Matip in defence. He's more assured. He's a better passer of the ball. He's more calmer under pressure. You know, maybe he doesn't have the pace, but he's a much better defender than Matip. Matip just looks like a giraffe, man. A giraffe that has lost his way. You know, he looks like he's all over the place mentally. Van Dijk is the only person that is holding that defence together. Trent Alexander-Arnold, another one. I told everybody last year, man, at the end of the season, he's not playing good. He's out of form. He doesn't deserve to be in the first 11 of Liverpool. Klein is a better defender. Klein is a more experienced player. But Klopp is just frozen him out, man. He doesn't even put him into the squad anymore, Klein. You know, what is going on? Why have you, all of a sudden, why has he decided that Klein should be nowhere near the squad? Klein does a good job in defence. He follows his players. He's calmer under pressure, I feel. He's better passer of the ball than Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent's only attributes are that he can go forward and get a couple of crosses into the area. And even they don't do anything anymore. His crosses are not, you know, they don't lead to goals. He doesn't do anything with the crosses. His passes are terrible. He keeps losing the ball every pass that he makes. If we're blind, if we can't see this, then there's no way that we're going to sort out the problems. It's just looking dire again. You know, and we can't expect Van Dijk to keep the opposition out. We can't expect Alisson as a goalkeeper to save everything. It's not going to happen. You need to have a unit, a solid unit, defensive unit to keep out the opposition, especially the better teams, the bigger teams. You can't rely on two players at the back. You know, they're going to be attacking you down your left side, down your right side. And if you're not in the right position, or you don't know what to do defensively, then you're going to get exposed again. You're going to concede goals for fun. And we're only fortunate that we haven't conceded more goals, because Trent Alexander-Arnold is not a good defender. Matip is not a good defender. We need to get rid of these players, man. Lovren is not a good defender. There's still people saying Lovren, man. For the love of God, have you not seen what he's done in the past? He's a bloody panic station defender. Every time that you think he's going to do well, he makes mistakes and he fucks it up. Because he had a good World Cup with Croatia, all of a sudden, he's a great player. Because he was playing in a good team. That's why. That's the only reason that they done well. It's not because of Lovren. Lovren didn't do anything in the World Cup, man. What did he do? The teams that they played they didn't exactly test Croatia, did they? Apart from the final where they lost to France. It's just ridiculous, man, honestly. I mean, I don't want to rant and go over the top, but every time Liverpool do this to us, man, every time, every season, we've had enough of it, man. As the Liverpool fans, the Liverpool fan base, we've had enough of it. Go out there and actually win something, for God's sake. Please, for the love of God. We need to win something so we can say that we've won a trophy, man. We have to win something from now on. This is Liverpool Football Club, man. Our expectations are going down the fucking drain because we don't care anymore as a fan base. I've seen comments on Twitter that have really infuriated me, made me mad, you know. Idiots out there saying that it was a bad day at the office. What are you talking about, man? You've just lost to a bloody amateur team, Red Star Belgrade, a shit team. Forget about bad day at the office. This was coming the last 2 or 3 weeks. This kind of result was coming to Liverpool. But they weren't ready for it. Psychologically, they weren't ready for it. And because Klopp keeps changing the bloody first 11 every game, there's no continuity in the team. There's no... Players are playing in different positions. They're playing in different systems. So, and you put them into major matches in Europe like this, Klopp. Come on, man. You know, have you lost the plot as well? Why did you get rid of Buvac, man? We needed somebody there, the brains of the team, of the club. I'm not saying that Klopp is stupid or he's not able to manage the team, but you need all the help you can get as a manager. You need good people around you that can show you your mistakes, that can help you at training, that can, you know, try to come up with strategies, better strategies to win games. But if you try and do everything on your own and you don't listen to people, that means that you're going to fail. You're not going to win anything, you know. Look at Mourinho. He's a selfish son of a bitch, isn't he? This is why nobody likes him. But because the man has experience, he knows what to do in certain games. He goes away from home against Juventus, concedes the first goal, but he doesn't panic. He knows, he tells his players what he wants of them, and they do it. They follow the instructions and they win the game. But with Liverpool, we're all over the place. Klopp, the last 3 or 4 games I've seen him on the touchline, he looks like he's all over the place. They're not listening to him, or they're not following his instructions. I don't know what it is, but there's something majorly wrong at the club at the moment. There's something missing. We need something more. We need people from the club, from the area that know Liverpool. Maybe a Robbie Fowler, a Jamie Carragher could have come in as assistants, but Klopp just wants to do everything on his own. Even Linders, he sent Linders away, and then he calls him back to the club. So this means that he wants to have a one-man, running of the club. He doesn't want anyone else near him to help him out. And what happens in the end? You can't get over the line against these shit teams. Tactically, you're inept. You don't know how to play the team. I've seen other videos on YouTube, other analysis of the Liverpool game against Red Star. Everyone is saying the same thing. Klopp's tactics, his system of playing is not right. He doesn't have any balance in the team. He keeps playing players out of position. Salah should be playing on the wing. Firmino should be up top. And Mane should be on the other wing. There's no point in playing Salah up front on his own, man. He's not that kind of player. You need to know that by now, Jurgen, man. You need to know that by now. But you don't change, do you? It's either that you're stubborn or you believe in your philosophy so much that you just persist with it. But persisting with the wrong strategy, the wrong system, is going to cost you your job at the end of the day. You're going to lose. You're not going to win anything at Liverpool. And you're going to make us angry. You're going to make Liverpool fans angry. You're going to make Liverpool fans feel depressed again, because we can't follow this team anymore, man, like this. I've been supporting this team for 30 years, but if we're not going to win anything anymore, we're not going to challenge for anything, and we're going to keep making the same mistakes year in, year out, then what's the point anymore, man? We might as well not watch Liverpool anymore. We might as well not follow them, because don't start all this bollocks about you're not a true supporter and this and that. I am a true supporter. I've seen Liverpool in the bad times as well. I've been supporting them through everything. Through the Souness era, through the other eras, that we had terrible managers. We weren't able to get good results. I've always been there. I've always supported the club. But now, the situation now is that we can win something. We have a good enough squad of players. All we need now is a good tactical knowledge of the game, how to play against certain opposition and to win the games. But if we're incapable of doing that, if Klopp is incapable of doing this, then it's the end of the line for him. Just get rid of him in May and try and get Steven Gerrard into the club and give him a couple of assistants, give him Carragher and give him Fowler, and you will see Liverpool become even more successful with that management team. I'm telling you now. I can guarantee that this man, Gerrard and his assistants, will make Liverpool more successful than Klopp will ever make Liverpool. Because Klopp is not worried about winning anything. It's probably because of the management. They've told him, you don't need to win anything. Just get us playing good football and keep getting us top 4, keep progressing year in, year out, and that's it. Your job is safe for now. And he doesn't feel under any pressure to win anything. That's what I feel when I see Jurgen Klopp. Anyway, I don't know what other fans feel, but this is the feeling that I get from when I see Jurgen Klopp, because I've seen it in the 17-18 season, the 16-17 season. After he lost a couple of matches, he started to lose it, tactically, and in the press conferences. He didn't seem bothered anymore, and he started to get back to that way again, I feel. So for me, this Sunday is pivotal to our season. We need to beat Fulham. We need to beat them well, get the goal difference up again against Man City, because the way things are going, if it comes down to goal difference, we're nowhere near City at the moment. We're going to lose it, easily. And we need to score more goals, I'm telling you. Especially against the weak teams. This is the perfect opportunity to rack up the goals, to get the goal difference up there. Even Tottenham, if Tottenham win this weekend, they go level on points with Liverpool. Can you believe that? This is a team that we beat on the 1st of September. And they've come back strongly now. And they might get eliminated from the Champions League, but they're doing well in the league. And they're gonna be there until the end. Chelsea are there. They're not going anywhere. They're winning games. and Man City, of course, at the top of the league. And to be able to challenge these teams, to beat them, you need to be tactically aware. You need to be confident. And you need to have a certain way of playing football. We don't seem to have any system anymore, any way of playing. It's just hopeful football, and we've lost it. Tactically, we've lost it, honestly. We don't know what we're doing on the pitch at the moment, and God help us, Liverpool fans. Anyway, thank you for listening for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and make your comments in the comment section below. I'm sorry about the headache I've given you, the length of the video, but I had to speak the truth. As Liverpool fans, we have to be objective. We have to talk the truth, because at the end of the day, we all want the best for Liverpool Football Club. We all want this team to be successful. And if we just sit there and ignore the problems, then we might as well not watch the games anymore. Just let the manager do whatever he wants. Let the team play how they want, and then, whatever happens will happen in the end. And we see what happens. So, yeah, that's about it, Liverpool fans. As I said again, thank you very much for watching the video. God help us, and hopefully we beat Fulham. We get back to winning ways, and we go into the international break in a bit more, buoyant mood, a bit more happiness to the Liverpool fans, and then we're going to be bored out of our fucking heads again for another 2 weeks. So, yeah, God help us, as I said before. Thank you very much, and take care of yourselves. Up the Reds.